cable crunch is an awesome way to target the abs and overload them, as opposed to crunches where you need 20, 30, 40, 50 reps to really fatigue the muscle. This allows you to load the core, which is gonna help strengthen it and help build the muscle there. And so to set up for this, you just need your rope, you need a cable machine, and then if you would like a mat under your knees, I also suggest that, especially if your knees aren't too great. But to set up for this, our biggest focus is we wanna make sure that we're not hinging for the movement, so our hips shouldn't be moving forward and back. We wanna make sure our hips stay in the same place and we're doing the work with the abs. And so the best way to think about this is we wanna expand the rib cage, get the distance from our sternum to our belly button as far as possible, and then we wanna bring them in as close as possible. So you're basically working the abs, you're not working the lower back or the hips. So to set up for this movement, you're gonna grab your rope, and you basically wanna get to the point where you can see the cable is a little bit at an angle. You're not directly under it, but you're not all the way back. And then what you're gonna do, or what I suggest, is to hold this in place. You just wanna wrap it around your neck and rest your hands on your shoulders. So as opposed to having to use your muscles the entire time and activate the triceps and the shoulders and everything else here, this is just gonna be much easier to just rest it right around the neck. And then our biggest focus, again, is not using the hips. So we're not gonna be pushing the hips back and in. We wanna keep the hips in the exact same place. Ideally, you keep your back pretty close to parallel to the floor. So you don't wanna be crunching from up here. You wanna be crunching from down here. And then all we're gonna do is elongate those abs, get them as far as possible away from each other. And then we're gonna crunch in and shorten that distance as much as we can. So full stretch, crunch in. Full stretch, crunch in.